Hello, this is Ryan from the Linkosaurus training department. And in this video, I'm going to be sharing how to use the reply feature when somebody gives your location a Google review. And so this has to do with doing automation and really just kind of setting up how your reply features will work. So this is all under the location tab, which is then if you already have a location, you want to go to edit, and then you're going to be in here. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just go to the previous videos, and it explains how to start with adding an address, team, Facebook, and now Google. So you're going to scroll down here to where it says reply settings. You got a couple settings. You have the ability to automatically load the name of the reviewer in the reply. So if somebody gives you a Google review and their first name is John, when you reply to them, it's going to have their name. So it just makes it more personalized. So it'll say John and then your message. And so most people automatically have that on there. It's just preference, but you do have the option of turning that feature on and off. Again, you can automatically load the Google location signature to the footer of the reply. So very similar to the Facebook signature. The Google signature is very similar to like an email signature. When you're sending someone an email, you might have an automatic signature that says your name and your contact information. That just gets kind of, for lack of a better word, stamped, if you will, to the bottom of the email. Same process here. And that's really helpful because you might want to have the reply come from different people, or at least look like it's coming from different people in your organization. For example, you might have the 5-star and maybe the 4-star reviews that are being sent have the, let's just say it has the manager's information on it. It's going to have, it's almost like it's going to say thanks and then John Smith, manager. And because you're more likely going to be saying some form of thanks for the 4 or 5-star review that they just give you. If it's a 1, 2, or maybe even a 3-star, maybe you have that being sent from somebody a little bit higher up in the company, and it maybe the signature description of their title within your company might be a little bit different. So this could be thanks from John, general manager at your whatever your name of your business is, versus a 1-star that says, hey, this is Jamie, the human resources director or customer service team, or whatever it is. It could be, whatever your official title is. That you can make this anything you want, but if you want to make it sound a little more official or whatever, the customer does not know that just gave you a review. The customer does not know that this is being sent through sort of a central, and a lot of sometimes automated feature. And so you just have some options here. So within the reply settings, you can start with, let's just start with a 1-star. You can start by loading from your address contact. So you press this, and then it's going to grab the phone number field and the email address that came from your address contact information here. Phone and email address. You notice this, and this. Come down here, and you'll notice these 2 fields are here. So this field can be totally customized. This just kind of gives you an idea from a starting point. And so you might have it say, sort of a best practice that we see here at Linkosaurus. So some people would say thanks, comma, almost like very similar to an email signature. And then you could say John Smith, and then whatever the title is. It could be, let's say it's Director of Operations. And then sort of an extra best practice is maybe you want to include John's email address. So let's say, we'll just say at example.com. And so anytime a review is sent and it's a 1-star review, it's going to grab this and say, would you like to use this location signature? And so you would hit save. Now, once we get into some automated features down here, when an automated features a reply is set up, it's going to grab this signature as default. This is your default signature for 1-star reviews right here. Default signature for 1-star reviews. So notice when you click the tab over, it now says 2-star reviews. Another best practice is because sometimes you might have this email linked to 1-star reviews for your entire organization. And let's say you have a lot of stores in your company. Let's say they're all over the place. You have the opportunity of doing that. And so what we see a lot here at Linkosaurus is some users will come in here and put sort of an asterisk, and it'll say, please include the name. You might say, please include your order number or some identifying information that will help you really figure out where this customer is located and which location they are replying to if they just grab your email off the Google review and they send you an email. And we see that a lot. And a lot of Linkosaurus users will say, hey, we're able to figure out exactly where this customer ordered from because not only did they email us, but this little asterisk at the bottom said, please include the order number or, with your email. You might have something that says, please reference this location. Please reference, this location. And you kind of make that generic because you don't want to say, please include this location XYZ in your reply because this is, again, going to be going to everybody. And so that's just sort of a best practice. You could really come in here and customize everything because it's linked to this location. And so you can really do all those things if you want. Then you have 2-star reviews, and some people come in here and they'll just copy this 2-star reviews. Just make sure once you do that, you always hit save. Come in here, save. And then again, maybe in this situation, this is a different contact. So you can do that there as well. And you can make this, just to reiterate, if you want to make this specific, you can, if you really want to fine tune this, you can say, please include or please reference, let's just say, store number 1234. So let's just say this is store number 1234 in your email. So you might put something that says, please reference store 1234 in your email. And then maybe you put another asterisk, or something that says this will help me know that this is the location you're referencing in your reply. Anything like that to kind of give a little bit more information to the customer and the reply that you're sending them back to really helps. And what you'll also see, sort of a best practice, is people will notice this in the feed, if you will, of the Google reviews, and they will sometimes skip from giving you a bad review, and they will know who to contact, and you will get random emails like this, and somebody has never even given a review before. And we see this a lot where it saves you from getting a 1-star review because the customer notices that on every 1-star review, this email is being used. They'll contact you directly, and they'll even say a lot of times, I was getting ready to give you a review, but I saw you're the person that might be able to help me out. Here's my information. Can you help? And that can definitely help your star rating. So there's a lot of reasons to do this. That just happens to be another best practice. And so you would do this for every single one of these, always hitting save. And so you would have all these set up like that. So then you're going to have templates. These are basically ways to add extra templates that are going to go to some of your defaults. And you would basically come in here and you would put your name, and then this is your extra signature. So we'll just say, thanks. Actually, and then whatever your contact information would be. Then what happens is when you go to reply to a review, and we'll get into that in another video, you'll have the option of going with the default, or you will have a drop-down option to quickly grab a different reply signature. So if you're doing this manually, this is more from a manual standpoint, you can come in here and customize location signatures based on not only the star ratings, but based on the location. And when you're doing a manual review, which we'll show in a different video, you'll be able to see exactly how that looks. And so most users will come in here and they will add a reply template. And notice this is 2-star, this is 3-star, 4, and 5. And then notice this is also without comments and with comments. And so you might have, if you might not need to have all these extra templates. These are really for those that have a large organization, and if it is a 1-star review with comments, so more likely they're going to really tell you what they think about their issue. You might have a very specific group of people that you might want to assign that to, and this just speeds things up. So when you do get into manually replying to reviews, which we'll get into in the next couple of videos, this just allows you to not have to manually type that in every single time you're trying to send off a custom review. So this is all about just establishing and creating Google My Business location signatures. That's what this is. Google My Business location signatures based on star rating, and then based on if they have comments or if they do not have comments. If you have any other questions, you can definitely go to your profile and go to support and contact us. We'd love to help you out in any way we can. And as always, link and soar with us.